This crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going.
All right, we're back. We're back now. We're going to catch up. Not worry about this first drive. We was a little occupied. And I just threw a pick. God damn it. All right, I need to focus.
This kid was looking for it. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle.
He was a fucking stud.
He's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Setting up for a first.
God damn, he got the best zone in the fucking country.
Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. TCU TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial.
Damn, so now we just can't run the fucking ball anymore? I swear, they got like 15 dudes on defense right now.
To see this defense too, like the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play?
It's cool. I know how to fix that. Hopefully this works. Oh, I do like that play. We'll run that later. My triangle button's sticking. What the fuck?
Back to pass, it's Bryant. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped.
Get out that fucking stack. Get out that stack.
Great job too by the QB.
Let me run the ball.
Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
To the air on first down.
It was there.
Still looking on the move. At the 20, he's got space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He got some sneaky juice.
Dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
I hope they have better fucking blocking assignments next game, because what the fuck are these?
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You got blown the fuck up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're gonna have to.
And fucking formation subs, man.
Then you open it up for the passing.
There ain't no reason for y'all to be.
They'll go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
What my fucking big guy in? Pause.
Will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got
That's why.
nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I don't know if I like this play here, but
Again on second and goal.
let's just get out of that.
The run up the
Read.
steamroll his way in.
I gotta hold our blocks, man.
His way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is
Gotta hold our blocks.
Stuff there, Jesse, on second down. It's the third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass off.
into the house. Touchdown, TCU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch.
Well, that fucking worked.
And he caught that that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back.
Fuck formation is this?
Hand off to the right, and you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for
Oh my God.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
When you get that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side.
That was her acting like y'all can run the fucking ball now, because y'all can't.
Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Off play action.
That should have been picked.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone.
That should have been picked. Because how the fuck do you whiz it right past him? How is that not intercepted? Like, he's playing his zone now because this guy didn't go for a pass. Right? So he's just looking for the ball. I fucking yeah. If I were throwing that bitch, they took it to the crib.
You've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement, point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Bryant. They're bringing heat. Tight end.
Come the fuck on, man.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
God, man, y'all get your ass kicked on that fucking old line.
Punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
So
He'll heave it deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I forgot their O-line is just that much better than mine.
The give from the gun.
No, can't make a tackle.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown,
Go Fig.
Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, you know that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Get the fuck out the way, nigga. Not go block somebody, move.
The 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together.
Keep going.
Wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen.
Is that a truest part?
Running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game.
I can't run for shit.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
watch here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Swings it out to his running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Oh my God. It's not the play I want.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, TCU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Now they'll run it to the right here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good.
Damn, you can fucking block him, right?
That's where they'll put it in play. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and right back on the field, having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
He goes out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, good call, ref.
But there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
I hope that clock stopped. Okay.
Time dwindling away
Wasted
as they
anyway.
try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
The Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the stomping has commenced. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first down.
I don't even think his like stats are like that insane. His attributes are that insane either. 97 speed and 96 acceleration. I mean, that is crazy, but it's definitely faster dudes out there. This guy might be the guy next. 99 speed, 90 acceleration. Let's see if we can get him in that lab.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Floating away. And the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football.
All right, man, let's get this fucking run game going.
People are around you, dive, and make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't.
There, oh, shit, why'd you...
And he'll pick up one.
He ain't blocking out there, that's for sure.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air, it's Bryant. Gets it out fast. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
And the Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Jayhawks are on the move. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows we'll hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy.
And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight window.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And the route is on. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
63, Kansas, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The give to the tailback. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they buy themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You gotta love the defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the returner is stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And now on second down for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds.
He is big as fuck. Pause.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working. That's why they built this lead.
Fuck, I shouldn't have kept it.
He's dropped behind
That's on
the
me.
line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
absolutely slide. Don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Flips it out.
Oh, you're trucked.
Put it right on.
You're trucked.
Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Horned Frogs are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of the
Should I score?
Trying to
No.
run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.